All right. It is time for I Cast Your Freaking Awesome Replays, where we are going to be casting some boomer builds. That's right, people, bringing back old builds from last year. Heart of the Swarm, Wings of Liberty, or heck, even Brood War, or a completely different RTS game. Now, if people are doing strategies from another RTS game, I bloody well hope they mention it in chat and I can do a quick Google, and hopefully Jamie's with me, aka my Twitch chat assistant, to Google things for me and let me know what you guys think are happening, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to figure out what the hell half of these strategies are. Up here in the top left, in the red, representing Validity Gaming, it is Zhao. We're just going with Zhao. Down here in the bottom right-hand side in the blue, the Terran player, it is Quell. Quell the uprising. The workers want more food, sire. Let them eat. Let them eat the sword, and then see how hungry they are for more. So this Terran player here, a bit more of a fuckwit, as we'd call him in Australia. His opponent, Zhao, though, looks like he's already going for a bit of a peasant's uprising. He says, feed me all of your units. He's going to be going for a 3 racks. I think it was a gas first, right? So this is like 3 racks Reaper, but I feel like it's a bit slow putting on gas. I don't know, dude. You need to get a second gas with this, right? And I don't think you can afford an orbital. So Zhao here is going to be going 3 racks Reaper beyond style. I mean, this is a TVT, so this build actually never went completely out of the meta. But I'll accept it, Zhao. I'll accept it. Fucking, I don't know if he sent the replay in or Quell did. I don't know how the fuck Quell survives, by the way. I don't know, man. The Reaper is up ahead about 10 seconds. I guess as long as Quell builds a second depot right now. There we go. And just queues up a second Reaper, doesn't go Reactor. If he goes Reactor, he's probably screwed unless his SCVs like are absolute heroes. He's going to go Reactor. Oh, no, he queues it. Okay. Yeah, as long as he goes for a second unit and stuff. Right now, though, his Reaper is trapped. You can't jump down there. So he's actually trapped in a little corner. So if he doesn't win this 1v1, oh, he's winning. Something about them both bouncing each other. That's adorable. So Quell's like, that Reaper got here pretty fast. Are we going to... Quell. Oh my god, Quell doesn't even realize. Quell's just like, yeah, it's just a normal Reaper. Zhao goes in with only 1 Reaper again. Oh, Zhao. Are you drunk, mate? Why would you only go in with 1 at a time? It's not even building them consistently. This is the worst 3x Reaper I've ever seen. This is great. Quell's building a Widow Mine, which I guess could shut this down, but he's building Marines. There's like, finally Quell has realized, I think I might be getting rushed and has decided to pull 3 SCVs. This is amazing. Oh, this is high-level StarCraft. I don't know what league we're watching, but this is great. Oh. You don't know what a boomer build is? Do you know what a boomer is, Sea-Shark? This is not StarCraft youth slang. This is old people talk. It's old people who talk about boomers more than anybody else, mate. Oh, no! Oh, Quell with some horrendous micro here. Oh, no. The Reapers on their 7th attempt to get in. Why are there no units building when you're being 3 racks Reaping? Quell! Quell's just like, nah, this is a normal game. There's normally Reapers coming in that fast. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I cannot believe it. Reapers 4, 5, and 6 are actually going to break through and defeat Quell here. Quell's trying to build some units. I guess there's no economic follow-up, so technically with the second orbital going, you could recover as long as the Cyclone rally is over. But yeah, the fact that they swapped off Reaper production into Marines was a real... Those Reapers jump up, they see the SCVs, and they run away. The Widow Mine moves down. Reapers are doing an okay job. The Liberator is playing Chase the Reaper right now, which is not going too well. If all the Reapers jump in, they'll be fine. But what I'm worried about is that Widow Mine set up there. Oh my God, these SCVs. Oh my God. It's the easiest dodge of all time. The Widow Mine just killed another Reaper over there. Oh my God, this is so fucking painful. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh, the Reaper's running circles. Zhao having a bit of a party in the back of Quell's base. Quell can most certainly not quell the uprising here of the Reapers. That Cyclone on 6 hit points, please repair that. It is the only thing standing between you and defeat. And just runs the Lib across. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing at home. That Lib sieging on the main is unstoppable, but there's no defense. Whoa! Still only 1 SCV repairing the Cyclone. It's your lifeline, mate. Show some respect. trying to repair this. Oh, the Reapers run away. I think they really easily could have killed that and won the game. The Reapers are going to run home. Oh my god, the decision making in this game is top tier. This is incredible. I mean, this is not just boomer builds. This is boomer execution in this one, guys. I love you guys, by the way. Whoever set this replay, we love you. I hope you guys can handle a bit of a rooming. Why is he not repaired? Because he ran out of gas. Oh my god, he tried to queue up a Banshee. So Quell didn't have the money to keep repairing the Cyclone. He's now just running a Widow Miner. Oh, why? Oh, glorious high-level StarCraft here. I mean, okay, the Liberators stopped the third CC from building. Zhao could easily just float to another base. Has multiple commands on it. He's going to start doing it now. Meanwhile, these Reapers are winning, but, you know, they're not actually won. They winning, but they not won. Banshee here. Banshee. Banshee, fly. Reaper not shoot up. Banshee, fly. Reaper not shoot up. If Zhao has enough gas, though, if Zhao can just get a tech lab up and build a Cyclone, Zhao wins the game. I mean, there's nothing behind this. Like, you could slowly rebuild SCVs here. The Liberator is stopping a bit of the money returning, but another Mule is actually going up there, getting plenty of minerals. It's building Widow Mines. Oh, that's not going to cut the mustard. And is building Marines. As long as the Reapers go back in. Oh, what are the Reapers doing back here? No, the Reapers need to be in there killing his SCVs and Mules. Oh, we're trying to build turrets as well. Oh, Zhao is going for the most complicated solution to the air units. Ah, the Widowmine run! I am loving the Liberator dance, though. This is actually a lot of fun. SCV count is very slowly being rebuilt for Quell, which means even if Quell doesn't straight up win the game, if Quell can just butcher the economy a bit more, that'll do. Oh no, the turret's not gonna get up. Oh my god, you need a Cyclone. Another Widowmine rallies into the live zone. Quell says, fuck you, Reapers. You don't deserve a better paycheck. Quells the Uprising says, stay hungry, bitches, while cramming his face full of cake and using his fancy flying units to take advantage of the pleb-ass ground units that Zhao is using. Oh my god, that Widowmine's very close to being in range of that Liberator. So, it's still rallying Widowmines into it! Ah! Dropping mules under the Banshee! Oh my god. Oh, this is great. Unupgraded Marines. Technically, a Banshee can be microed to the point where it almost never gets hit by unupgraded Banshees, but it's easier said than done. So the third command center did get cancelled for Zhao, by the way. He's going to lose this base, but it's now got Widowmines up there. Remember, this doesn't have Cloak. The Reapers, I think, could jump in at any point, as could the Marines, and just win the game. But instead, they've given Quell the opportunity to build an insane amount of SCVs. Enough SCVs to even build those to hold those three Marines. The Reapers are still all just chilling at home. Oh, the panic. Bring the Reapers home to defend the air units. Oh no. As we said, the SCVs are going to do well. For those who don't know, the best spot with those Marines is you hide back here and they can't actually drill you. But Marines are going to do a crazy amount of damage anyway. The tanks aren't ready yet. The SCVs could easily win this fight. Oh, but they're not. No, oh, they don't have. They're not brave enough, man. They're not brave enough, dude. Fucking servants, man. Pick up some pitchforks and carving knives and shit and fight. Oh, the Banshee survives on 2 hit points. Hot diddly damn. And guys, Quell's on 9 SCVs. Zhao is only on 3. Still a lot of Reapers out, so this could still go either way. Whoa, what is this tank doing running out there? Reapers could still just jump in the main and kill everything. The tank's like, I don't need to help that. By the way, repaired 17 hit points on the Banshee, up to a total of 19. And then was like, yeah, that's all it needs. Is now going to fly it into submarines. Wait, no, Quell here with the tryhard micro. Oh my god, this game. There's a tank and 2 Marines. Now the Reapers are like, we wanted to make sure you were set up with your defense before we went in. Actually, they could go around the back. Could they go around the back? The Reapers haven't been spotted yet. Oh my god, they're gonna go around the back door. Oh, okay, one of them gets shot down, but the other one's making it to that main base. The Banshee's off to the side right now. Oh, an important run by here for these Reapers, but the SCV is pretty quick to pull most of them away. Zhao, unfortunately, is not building SCVs behind this. So what could have got Zhao ahead on the worker count instead is just tying it up. Actually, no. 10 SCVs gets one more. It's going to be 10 versus 9. 10 versus 9. Well, another one pops out. Still dead even. 10 workers each here. Zhao bringing back the Boomer. 3 racks Reaper here. Unfortunately, let the opponent rebuild an economy and defense before going back in with the Reapers. And is still building unupgraded Marines. Please build cyclones. I mean, tanks would be okay as well. I guess you could do a lot of standard things. Zhao is not queuing up SCVs at all right now. He's trying to get a starport out. Second and third barracks here. 2 SCVs are trying to build 1 barracks. This is like, you guys ever had to do a group project? Yep. This is the one. This is fucking Dennis, who just stands there and tells everyone what to do, doesn't do shit, and just waits for other people to finish the project. There's 2 tasks in front of us. He's like, yeah, you do that one. I'll let you know how, and then you can do the other one as well. And yeah, no, you're gonna. I'm not gonna do your fucking work, Dennis. You do it, you fucking idiot. We get shared credit for this project. He's like, well, unfortunately, I have a hand injury. I can't drill too well right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing on this project then, you piece of shit? Go fucking unsubscribe from the course. He's like, oh no, can't you just be a bro and just build the other barracks for me? Come on, Roger, please, just don't be a dickhead, man. Just, come on, why are you always so selfish? Why am I selfish? Do some fucking work. Oh, look, oh, and eventually Roger caves and builds it. Dennis is like, gonna go back to mining some minerals. Didn't even have to do anything. Just basically had a holiday. Just a heads up, guys. If you're a Roger, good on you. If you're a Dennis, go fuck yourself. Yeah, everybody's had to work with a Dennis before in their workplace, and they're fucking in university and school. I always like that, and then they still insist on group projects. They're like, oh, this isn't about you learning any specific skills. It's about you learning the fun of you know, sharing credit with people who do no work, and generally you know, dealing with the dead weights in society who are going to try and take advantage of you. And you're like, oh, I thought we were sticking to the academic side. Nope. We're preparing you for the world. Group projects are preparing you for that workplace. There's always going to be a few scummy shitbags hanging around. Of course, Zhao is doing the standard transition. Players who know how to do a proxy 3 racks almost always follow up with, you know, it's like, okay, we're going to go 3 racks bio, but we're not actually going to make upgrades for them while going Raven battle cruiser. I'm like, what? And they're like, well, normally I win with the 3 barracks Reaper. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, so if I make it past that, my plan is to fucking build some random things. And I'm like, ah, I see. Unfortunately for Zhao, Quell is both tryhard microing. This is the same Banshee from the start. It's on 31 kills and is actually building SCVs behind it. So I'm pretty sure Zhao doesn't use control groups. Oh, Zhao actually does. Look at this. All 3 command centers, all the production, and all the Marines are on control groups. Yet SCVs are almost never building. They finally queue up there. Remember, they were on equal work as equal command center situation. But you can see the difference between both players' focus. Quell wants to be a bit of a rich guy. He's like, build SCVs, build SCVs. And, I mean, obviously at this point it's dying down. So who knows, maybe Zhao catches up. But for a long time, it was, what, 10 SCVs versus 10, went up to 31 versus 21. Zhao is now closing that gap. So they're both kind of going in waves there. A lot more production here for Quell, who's doing a bit of what we would call a normie build. 5 barracks, a factory, a starport. Is like, oh yeah, watch Hero Marine stream every day and take notes. I play on a barcode when I'm not on this account. I like to copy my builds from there. I post daily complaints about balance on the StarCraft Reddit forum. Whenever anyone asks any advice on the All Things Terran subreddit, I'm always the first person to respond by saying, oh yes, I looked at your replay. You are banking too many resources. You need to macro better. Which is, of course, definitely not a piece of advice you could copy paste to literally anyone, including a pro gamer in any game, and it would give almost 0 critical feedback. But, you know, it's always good. We can see that Quell's one of these. Zhao, on the other hand, is a guy who's like, oh, Hero Marine? Is that like a unit from the campaign? And you're like, what? And he's like, what's a Hero Marine? And you're like, oh, what? And you're like, oh, so you're not a fan of like watching DreamHack EPT circuit? He's like, what's a DreamHack? And you're like, oh, this is a guy whose whole conception of StarCraft has come from what he can do to troll people in the ladder the most with. And it's a mixture of 3 ranks, Reaper, and running around with, I cannot believe that got away. The barracks they got choked up there. Yeah, this is his favorite thing. Like, most people would run away with the BC, watch him turn around, go back in to get 1 more SCV. I bet he does it as well. But he comes back in, kills an SCV and leaves. Just because this sort of player can't resist the fucking temptation to just troll their opponent as much as possible. He's going to back off for now. But I don't know, man. Trust me, he's going back in there at some point. Quell, on the other hand, is like, oh, I'm going to do my build. Why is he making Magfield? He's making Magfield to counter the BCs. Oh no, that's not necessary. Zhao's like, oh, it's time for my 2 Widow Mine, 8 Combat Shield Marine attack. Look, is this meant to be a bait? Oh, this guy's a fucking Florencio fanboy if I ever seen one. Big Widow Mine hit on the Marines. Look at this, look at this. He's gonna run back, he's just gonna burrow again. If Quell still walks into that, what are you doing? He's anti-arm missiling like, yeah, I can win this fight, bro. I can win this. You can't win this fight. Go home, you're drunk, Zhao. He's got like triple your army. What is this fight? Is he actually winning this fight? He can kill the tank, I guess. This is... So we have a recon squad of 12 soldiers. Yep. That's a fucking battalion with armored support. And they're like, yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack into it. You know, we're gonna put like a fucking claymore here, and then like just try and take it on with our 12 dudes. And you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. You're a psychopath. Like, look at this army he's running around with. Of course he's making building armor because he's like, yeah, that's the order of upgrades. It's +1 attack, building armor, and then +1 armor. That's the standard build. Battlecruiser comes back in for round 2 of Get Fucked, Mate. In comes Marine Tank. Still, once again, massively outnumbered. Quell this time is going to absolutely shit on him. Look at the way Zhao's trying to run into the mineral line, I think. The Raven, the Marines are going to get smashed. Takes out a fair few of these Marines. I don't know what this micro is with the Marines, like why he's even stutter stepping there. You know when people like stutter step with just no reason? You're like, wait, so all your units are fighting and all their units are fighting. So why are you stutter stepping right now? And they're like, looks cool. And you're like, okay, yep, all right, I see. I understand. Zhao just absolutely fucking tooling with the opponent. And you can tell is macroing purely intuitively. He's just building command centers on location. 0 fucks given for the worry of that. It's like, you know what? 3 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport. What do I need right now? A second armory so I can get double upgrades for my single tank, single battlecruiser production. Fucking large brain. I love this shit. This is amazing. Does keep repairing the BCs here bit by bit, is kind of building on up and is actually up 15 workers despite being so much worse at the SCV production earlier. Has really leaned into the I'm gonna fucking run around with battle cruisers and be a bit of a dickhead. And it's doing well. It's really working. Building command centers off location. That should be 1 square to the left as well. Still running around with these appallingly bad tiny Marine tank armies. I love it. It's so random. But Quell is actually not got that many more Marines right now and hasn't really built many Vikings. Quell's only got 2 Vikings right now. Hasn't built any of those Magfield Cyclones that it looked like he was planning with. The battlecruisers are going to become a problem. They're actually going to become a problem right now because these barracks are just sitting idle. The minerals are starting to bank up. I think Quell's going to go for a double drop right now, but that leaves almost no anti-air at home. Is not building supply depots right now and hasn't been dropping as many mules either. So this 4th base opening up an extra mineral line for Zhao is going to be amazing. Zhao scans and is like, hey, that army's kind of shit. And the battlecruisers are just going to jump right on top. There's nothing that shoots up. You need to queue up more Marines, Quell. Where is Quell's money going? Uh-oh. The Vikings come forward and they get Yamato'd. The tanks are going to go down. There's not enough Marines, man. They've got 1-1. The battlecruisers are about to have +1 attack as well. And even 1-1 Marines, I mean, it's like, that's okay versus BCs, but you need more than just 10 Marines. Especially when Zhao runs in. Now there is a double drop coming in on the other side of the map. That's going to take out the turret, but a quick pull on the workers. Zhao immediately sieges a tank on the high ground to create a safe space. And that's exactly what you need. You know, Zhao understands these guys might be brave warriors, but you've got some very sensitive SCVs and they just feel a little bit threatened. They do need a kind of closed off area for themselves up here, and that tank is going to protect them. Whoa! Big shot on those Marines! And another one! Oh, that one wasn't as big, but good enough. It's going to take down these Marines. I'm pretty sure that tank's going to clean it up. A battlecruiser teleports home here as well. Oh, the beast! The medevac's trying to drop these Marines. Meanwhile, though, battlecruisers are flying through, and uh-oh. Quell gets annihilated there. That was actually a pretty cool game. GG, well played. I mean, honestly, this was great. There was a few highlight moments. I think the early rush execution and defense were both incredible. As someone who's obviously always being asked questions either from students or people in chat about StarCraft, and it's always great when you're like, yeah, you know, you could just do like a 3x Reaper or 3x Marine and you get to GM, right? Just doing that build. This is someone's like, well, I tried it, it didn't work. And like, I know 100% it looks something like this, right? Where Another Reaper didn't queue up there. All right. Oh, it does actually, just there. Not bad, not bad. But the first Reaper comes in, and obviously you're losing this fight. You need to get the hell out. So first things first, there's a reason why you sent an SCV up the ramp, normally to initiate the fight. Because if that SCV can run in and distract the Reaper or even just get one hit on it, it allows your Reaper to come in. And if your SCV just forces their Reaper to start it back and waste some attacks on the SCV and your Reaper gets the first attack off, you win that fight. And then you win the game. Because if that Reaper kills this Reaper, you can then kill this SCV, sometimes even before the factory finishes, you get out of control. But this was the greatest part. Reaper pulls back, intelligent for Zhao. This is why sometimes people just wait for the second Reaper. But this was my favorite bit. It's just the rally points in the base, and then this Reaper stays back hailing, and then this Reaper rallies in. And I was like, it was just something so comical about the Reapers rallying in one at a time to get their asses kicked. It was like... I was like, the whole point is to leverage your Reaper advantage. But Zhao managed to do it in such a way that Zhao was always behind a Reaper with going in one at a time, even there, disjointing them a little bit. And then one jumps down, one jumps up, one jumps down, one jumps up. And like, if Quell just built Hellions and Reapers instead of building a Widow Mine and then freezing on production, easiest hold of all time. But Quell pulls a few SCVs and then actually sends them back to mining, and the Reapers come in, and the Reapers aren't holding the high ground either at this point. They're not backing up the Widow Bite or anything. And then it just went back and forth, right? Quell had this amazing hold. We then saw the Liberator. Let's go watch that Liberator again. I want to look at two things. How many times that Liberator repositioned? This was it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like 4 times it resieged, got 0 kills. Then it devastates the base on the other side. The Reapers kill every SCV over here. Remember that Quell was back to 0 SCVs. But then the Liberator is just fucking dancing around, killing everything. It's a 19 kill Liberator. And then this fucking Banshee comes in. And she just goes on a party. Just dances around. This Banshee. Oh my God, she does so much. She even goes home and defends the bloody Marines. She gets to 2 hit points. She gets repaired, only a little bit though. She goes out, she gets microed back. I mean, honestly, Zhao may have sent in this replay. I'm pretty sure Zhao did, and I'm pretty sure Zhao won the game. But let's be real. Quell gets a special medal of tryhard Banshee micro. Because this Banshee then cleans up these Reapers. It then gets repaired. It goes across the map and gets like another 10 SCVs in this game. One Banshee without cloak never gets repaired to full hit points either, by the way. Like literally every time this Banshee goes into the fucking the hospital, they're like, oh, your insurance only covers us literally stopping you from bleeding out. It's like, wait, what? It's like, but I have a fatal heart condition that's easily treatable. And they're like, But look at the triad micro. Honestly, I'm actually really impressed. I am very impressed. Look at this. It's like one SCV, pull back, one SCV, pull back. Go and get a few SCVs, dance around, dance around, dance around, dance around, dance around. And then finally the Marines and the Raven managed to corner it. But that Banshee, well fought, and an incredible game. Both of them got down to pretty much 0 workers. I mean, if that brought back, honestly, my feelings of like 2010 StarCraft for me. Like the early days, one base first, one base, and it's all chaos and madness. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Thank you very much for that one, Zhao. And GG, well played. I hope you guys enjoyed the replay. Don't forget to check out the merch down below the stream. Join the University of Florencio Science School for kids who don't macro good. Is it don't macro good? Can't macro good. Can't macro good. Yeah, it is. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.